fused with the SQL statement provided by the developer. So the escaping character function helps in differentiating an injected SQL statement from the one the developer was written by themselves. So an example of this statement is MySQL lead escape string, and in PHP it is being used to avoid characters that could lead to an uninfected SQL command. And the last one we have is avoiding administrative privileges. It said, don't connect your application to the database using an account with root access. This should be done only if absolutely needed, since the attackers could gain access to the system. Even the non-administrative account server could place risk on an application, when even more so if the database server is used by multiple applications and database. So it is this is best, and the best way to go about this is to focus on identifying what access right is given to each user, each administrative user. Like you can place a level of authorization to each administrative user. Doing this will help prevent SQL injection. So, and the last one we have here is Web Application Firewall. So Web Application Firewall is one of the best practices to identify SQL injection attack. It said the WAF operates by defined customized web security rules, and this set of rules inform the web application firewall what weaknesses and traffic behavior it should search for. So you can say that the WAF, we can say in short word that web application firewall is a barrier between the web application and the internet. And the way a WAF operates is through a defined customized web security rule, like we said. And we said WAFs provide additional protection from a number of malicious security attacks, such as we have the SQL injection, we have cross-site scripting, that's XSS, section hijacking, distributed denial of service, DDoS attacks, and we have cookie poisoning and parameters tampering. So this is an image example of a web application firewall box. From the image, you can see a legit traffic and malicious traffic. What the web application firewall does was to check both traffic, and once it detected an SQL injection, it blocks the malicious from getting information from the web application. So what a web application firewall does is it will help in keeping monitoring the applications, and then the get and post requests it receives to find and block malicious traffic. What it does is it monitors the application to see all the requests coming in, and once it finds the malicious traffic, it blocks it. So now I want to talk about the basic web application security. And from SQL injection is one of the major web application security risks, and that's why it was being talked about first. So we want to talk about the web application security and see other web application risks that we have. So what we'll be looking into are what is web application security, why is web security testing important, different type of web security tests, And then we'll talk about 20 web application security risks by OWASP. That's Object Web Application Security Project. So what is web application security? Web application security is the process of protecting websites and online services against different security threats that exploit vulnerabilities in an application common codes. So common targets for web application attacks are content management systems. Examples are WordPress, and then we have data administration to e.g. PHP and the SaaS application. So we said web application, like all software, like every software is inevitably contained defects. That means all web application, like other software, also have its own defects, and then some of these defects can lead to vulnerabilities of the web application. And attackers exploit these vulnerabilities by injecting, for example, the SQL injection, by injecting queries that will attack the application itself. So web application security involves leveraging secured development practices and implementing security measures. Why is web security testing important? Why do we have to test our web application
Hello, David. That is offline.
I'm very sorry. I didn't know my network got timeout, please. Hello? Yep. Hello? Yeah, I'm back online. Yeah, hello. Yes, I'm back online. Yes, I have issues with my internet. I'm back. So please, I'm very sorry. I didn't know on time that my uh, network got timer. I'm very sorry. So please, I will go back. I will go back and start from the basic web application security. So I hope everybody can hear me. Hello, hello.
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So I will start all back from the basic web application security, and I will quickly rush through that. So we'll be talking about what is web application security, why is web application security important, the different type of web security tests, and then we'll talk about the 20 web application security risk by the Open Web Application Security Project. So what is web application security? Said web
Hello everyone. Hello. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
No. Okay. We are sorry. I think Tari is having an internet issue.
You said? Yes, I'm online. I'm back online. Yeah, sorry for that, please. So from where I would say web applications security is the process of protecting websites and online services against different security threats that exploit vulnerability in an application code. I would say common targets for web application attacks are content management system, e.g. WordPress, and database administrative tools, e.g. PHP MyAdmin, and then SaaS applications. So we said web application like all other software inevitably contain defects. And some of these defects constitute the actual vulnerability that can be exploited by the attackers and introducing a risk to the web application itself and the organizations using it. So why is web security testing important? So that web security testing aims to find security vulnerability in web applications and their configuration. Testing the security of the web application often involves sending different type of inputs to provoke errors and make the system behave in unexpected ways. So what web security testing primarily targets is the application layer. That is what the application is running on, like the HTTP protocol, that's hypertext transfer protocol. So say the goal of a web security testing is to ensure that the functions exposed in the web application are secure. And so this helps to call negative text, examine whether the system is doing something it isn't designed to do. So with this testing, we're able to know if a web application is not responding to what it's meant to be responding to. So one are the different types of the web security test. First one we have here is the dynamic application security test. That's DAST. So this automated application security test is best for internally facing low-risk applications that must comply with regulatory security assessment. And this test, this DSCT is being used majorly for critical applications that are undergoing minor changes. And one liability of this test is that it can't be used alone. It has to be combined with manual web security testing. So we have the second we have here is static application security test. That's SCST. This application security approach offers automated and manual testing techniques. And it enables developers to scan source code and systematically find and eliminate software security vulnerability. So this test is best for identifying bugs without the need of security applications in its production environment. So we have next one we have here is the penetration test. So penetration is this manual application security test is best for critical applications, especially those undergoing major changes. And the last one we have is the runtime application self-protection. That's RESP. So that this involves application security approach encompasses a number of technological techniques to instruct an application so that attackers can be monitored as they execute and they ideally block in real time. So those are the different type of web security tests that we have. So now I want to talk about the 20 top 20 web application security risk by OWASP. That's Open Web Application Security.
Hello, Mr. Dari.
Yes, sir.
Please, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Please,
Okay.
we will
Sorry, I can't hear you. Sorry, I can't hear you. Your voice is scrambling, please. Hello? Hello? Yes, hello? Please, I can't hear you guys well.
Please, you give up a wrap up.
Okay. Sorry. So
I apologize for inconveniences.
in conclusion,
Next week, please, we'll wrap up.
wow. Please, I can't hear you well.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now. You said what? Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, Daniel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I said, please, let's wrap up this section next week because time is fast spent.
Okay. In conclusion, we said SQL. You said?
All right, please conclude because time is spent.
So we said that SQL injection is one of the most common web application vulnerabilities or attack. And we said most instances of SQL injection can be prevented by using parameterized queries, also known as PK statement, instead of string concatenation within the query. And then we said web application security is very important part of web development, and every developer should have knowledge of web security. It helps in protecting the software that are developed and create, and they also ensure the security of data that each and every one of the web application user generates. So in short, the 20 items listed above are the most commonly encountered web application vulnerabilities are WAPs. While many of these can be remediated through cyber coding practices, some may require the understanding of relevant vendors' specific parties. So this automatically depends on what the specific technologies, frameworks, and the package are being used in the web application. So, thank you very much for listening. Mr. Farouk, I've rounded up. So hello, Mr. Farouk.
Farouk is having network issues.
Okay,
Thank you, everybody, for joining. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for joining us. See you again, same venue next week, Tuesday. Have a lovely day, everyone.
Okay, I even think I'm back online. Hello, can anyone hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, Okay, Mr. Dari, we are going to start this presentation back on Monday. And thanks for everyone that is presently here. And I want to use it as a reminder for all that have not submitted their KD slide presentation. Please, I beg with you that you should do that this weekend so that we can have a lovely presentation like this week also. So, and thanks everyone. Thanks for the management and.